alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. Yeah. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Ay, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
97.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue. 6, Mega. Green Jack.
Back to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Well, there you go, Charles. The first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Red cycle. Ready?
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcus Davenport. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Right there, hurt.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Go, Reed, go!
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Let's go now.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Unlock line.
Oladoka to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go check. Warrior 70.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Deputy Ranger.
Oladoka fakes a give. Now he'll throw it. This one taken in by Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
38.
2nd and 6. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Seven Pirates! Hey, check that, street.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Oladokin. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 70 Lions.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Oladokun looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they drafted him.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
The score, Saints 21, Falcons nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Oladokun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
On 2nd and 11 now. Oladokun gets this one to Hill. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Check. 60 ball check. Hurt!
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Rig! 19 tight! Have the streak!
Now Oladokun, 3rd and long. Got an open man, it's Olave. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the ball, on the ball.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing it this time with Oladokin. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And Oladokin going to throw it here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15.
18 Rattler. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick.
Oladokin looking to pass it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. His throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Right.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but complete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Slide smooth. Spike 60. Hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.